Hello guys, Orca here. Welcome to our Team Fortress 2 Spy gameplay commentary. I am currently using the Spicicle, the Diamondback, and the Cloak and Dagger. Now, I haven't used Diamondback too much up until this point. I always thought it was kind of, I don't know, I kind of dismissed the weapon. I didn't like that it starts off weaker than all the other guns, and you have to basically work up to the point where it becomes useful. I thought, well, I mean, the Ambassador is always useful. If you just, aim at their head, you're going to get that crit. And the other guns obviously have their definitive pros, but out of the gate, the Diamondback is just weaker flat out until you actually build it up. Yeah, so I decided that it's actually a freaking awesome weapon, and because you're always going to be getting backstabs, and I usually end up having too many crits to handle. And the crits, having all these crits on demand, it almost seems overpowered. It's not, but it almost seems that it is, because you could take down like anyone in just a few shots with all these crits. Another reason it's good is because generally with the Ambassador, I mean obviously it takes good aim, but if you're being hunted down by a pyro and you're lit on fire and you're running and the pyro is obviously trying to avoid it, being hit in the head, so he's zigzagging and whatnot. It's hard to get that headshot sometimes, especially when they're coming after you and closing in on you. So in those moments of like stress, it's hard to get the headshot. So and it ends up not always working out with the Ambassador unless you have great aim. But I like the Diamondback because you can build up all these crits, and then you can just unleash all these crits when you need to, and it can be body shots. It's just a safer weapon to use when you have the crits when you're escaping being killed. So anyway, let's talk about what's going on right now. So I'm behind enemy lines and I'm causing trouble. Now pay careful attention here to how I handle the Engineer and how I take out his level 3 sentry. I'll be moving in a second to do that, but basically at this point, because I'm a Cloak and Dagger spy, at least in this round, I'm playing opportunistically, so I'm not moving in like I have no reason to run into like a pyro if I don't need to. So watch here. You have to move around the sentry. Bam. So I moved around the sentry the same way it was turning towards me, but faster, to avoid being blown to pieces. And it's important that you do that. If you do it the wrong way and you rotate the wrong way, it's just going to kill you. So you have to be mindful of its orientation when you go to sap and stab and all that stuff. So here I have 10 crit shots, and I'm like, oh, I should use them. The round's almost over. I always forget, because I'm so used to just focusing on knifing. Like that's my #1 priority. So how can I get to this guy's back and stab him? Like that's my goal. But I generally take a more stealthy approach. I don't go guns blazing. That's just generally not my playstyle. But now that I'm using the Diamondback more, I'm trying to remember to use my gun more. The Ambassador is good because I use that opportunistically, and I always think, oh, this guy I can probably hit his head from here, or whatever. But when I change up the guns, I don't know. I just have to focus on using the guns more. So at this point, I'm disguised as a friendly pyro, because that way when the enemy sees me out the gates, they see a friendly pyro running around, and they don't think spy. Over here, I hide in my favorite spot. This is a good vantage point, this rock right here. Another thing to keep in mind about any map is pay attention to the high points of the map, even if it's just a rock like this. Get used to utilizing these higher points, because often when you attack and you need to retreat, you don't have to go very far at all. You can end up just hiding on top of a nearby object and survive. Most people will not check on top of things for the spy. I mean, some people will, but it's generally rare for this community to use their brain when they spy check, I guess. I don't know. So right here, again, being an opportunist, I'm waiting for the right opportunity to, strike the enemy. So I want the heavy to come down here. He's on fire. I know he's going to need the healing from the cart, so he's going to the cart. Bam. And then I know the pyro's going to go crazy, so I jump on top of my cover. I didn't run far. I'm waiting for my next opportunity. But that's what you gotta do. You just gotta be mindful of what you're doing. That's why I like the spy so much. He's so cerebral. So this heavy, look at his big juicy back. I want him so bad. so bad. Alright, so now I'm making my move. I know the pyro is there, but I'm hoping I can strike at just the right moment when he's focused on my team or something. I went for that stab on the pyro, but somehow I missed. Generally, if you go for a stab on a pyro and you don't succeed, it's a good idea to run. Especially, it's just not worth the confrontation. This guy is lagging a bit, and I didn't. Somebody shot him. I don't think he died. I think he may have detonated, but couldn't figure out where he went, so I just gave up. All right, take out the scout. So notice how there I try to take advantage of cutting corners to get to his back. I would never, if I stayed right on his back the entire time, I would never catch up to him. But it's important to like make use of your environment, and just the straightest path between 2 points is a straight line. So here, that sniper just looped around me. I didn't even know I was there. He avoided me without even knowing. Stupid jerk. So this is a lot of like rinsing and repeating. It's finding the stragglers and looping back around. I could probably go in and fight this, but I'm afraid of these people who could spawn from behind and wreck my day. The worst thing is when you act on someone and then someone comes out from behind that you didn't see, especially from spawn, and they just kill you. Ugh. Alright, where's my fresh meat? Ah, look at all this fresh meat. Alright, I see the soldiers focused, so I'm gonna go in on him. It's extremely easy to kill targets when they're focused on your team. I mean, especially people who are really savvy against, you know, paying attention and encountering spies. Aware players are the most annoying people to try to stab, because they'll hear you decloak from a mile away. They'll turn around and they'll hunt you down. So to counter them paying attention, just wait for the front lines, wait for them to be focused on your team. As soon as they're involved with that combat, you're pretty safe to uncloak, even not too far from behind. You can usually get away with them being preoccupied. So this right here, I'm deciding whether or not I want to intervene, because I don't know if someone's coming from the spawn. But I was like, I can't just watch my fellow spy die. Right now there's someone behind me, I think, but I'm hoping I can get away with. Can't get that backstab. So anyway, this heavy was the guy who's behind me, and look how awesome having those crit hits is. I mean, I guess if I had the ambassador, I could have aimed for a headshot, but it would have been more stressful. And depending on how you deal aiming under stress, that could be a good or a bad thing for you. But I don't know. It's just I think what's fun about using the Diamondback is you have something to work towards. It almost feels like you're unlocking more strength as you play. You're just getting stronger and stronger the more people you kill, and it's great because it's synergistic with your typical playstyle. You have to sap things and you have to get backstab. So look at this poor heavy eating a sandwich. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh yeah, so the Spicicle. Spicicle's so great. I mean, I've always loved it, but I think it's on average probably the best knife. I think on average. It gives you that protection from pyros, or it just makes a huge difference. You're gonna survive so much stuff that you would never survive just because of this weapon. It's ridiculous. I love it. I mean, the silent deaths are pretty awesome. They're not totally silent. Like if you know what to listen for, you'll know Spicicle spy's near, because it makes this like freezing noise when you kill someone. Like it's like, here's a spy. He vanished. He probably jumped over. All right, sneaking around. All right. This round is just pretty crazy. I had so many kills this round. Once again, rinsing and repeating, guys. Just looping back around. Get that one last shot in. Nice. Oh yeah, another of the great things. Look how cool it looks when it's, got crits. I love the like electrical effect. It's another reason to use this weapon. It's just cool looking, and it sounds awesome when you fire. All right, so these guys are all focused on my team, so I feel confident I can walk in here without any much cover. All right, there you go. See, I should have shot that pyro, but I was afraid of the sniper behind me because I know the sniper saw what I did, and it wasn't a bad thing to not go for the pyro because you want to be safe. You want to be smart. Like, it's important to be aware. I knew there was a guy behind me, and if he was paying attention, he could have easily killed me. So I decided to switch targets and just evade. So this is how you should be using the Cloak and Dagger. You shouldn't just be hiding in one spot all day, not moving. You should be really only using it to, you know, prepare for your next attack, and basically just using your disguise whenever you need to move around. I only stay cloaked if I absolutely have to, and I usually stay cloaked when I'm moving between small spots. Right here, I'm just surveying my targets. And as soon as I see a heavy, of course I want to go for him. And I'm somehow... Okay, yes. Please. Please. I love big backs. Look at that. Ugh. So juicy. Alright, so I'm gonna try to loop around and get that soldier here. 2 soldiers. Now again, I have so many crits, I could just blast this guy away, but... Look, I'm just all about the backstabs. It's just fun, I don't know. I almost died here because the vote thing came up and it distracted me. Alright. I just, any spy player can tell you the obsession they have for big, chubby, heavy backs. There's no finer target in this world. So, I decided not to go for that heavy because I already killed that medic a few times, and medics are fast in general, so the medic was you know, being much more aware this time around. He was looking all over for me specifically. So I was afraid that if I went to kill that heavy, the medic would intervene. But again, I have 7 crits. I could blast them all away. Here I went to shoot him, but I realized by the time I decloaked, I wasn't able to fire in time, and I just decided not to blow my cover. Now I don't know how. Look at this. What's happening? I mean, I can see missing like 1 or 2, but I missed way too many there. I don't know how that happened. Right, watch this. Watch. Whoa! Look, he's gone. He's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I had to focus on my my shooting more, not missing. Alright, so those are both. One's a spy and a couple pyros. Look at this heavy. So he knows I'm coming for him. He heard me, but he still didn't see me in time. He heard me decloak and he spun around like, oh, where is he? Where is he? But I was still able to get that backstab in. Well, this is nearly the end of the footage, guys. But yeah, I hope you picked up something from this video. This is how I play as spy. This is why I love the Cloak and Dagger, for these opportunistic attacks. The soldier. I'm trying to see where he's gonna go. I wanna. Yes. I love jumping down from things and stabbing the enemy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my spy gameplay footage. If you like my videos, guys, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it helps me to keep on making more of this content. Take it easy, guys.